And then the hill on the other side is maybe like 200 feet high. Maybe 400 feet, 300 feet high. Yeah. So you've got a pretty good height right now. And if you were to come down the hill, it'd be a pretty long slog across the valley to the other side.
Yeah. And the Cyclops can clearly swim.
It can at least bathe. Yeah, also the creek doesn't, the stream rivery thingy doesn't look particularly deep. It's built a pool for itself, but the rest of the creek looks really shallow. Like you could walk across the creek probably.
Okay, cool. But it's not like I could sit up on this hill and harass the Cyclops from afar.
You could verbally harass the Cyclops. Yeah.
I have no idea how strong Cyclopses are, but I feel like I probably shouldn't be poking this beast.
Yeah.
I think I sit up here and watch from afar. Think about my new lovely second level spells and if any of them would be particularly useful here.
Cyclops doesn't appear to be wearing any armor or metal things, so heat metal's probably not useful unless you can convince him to get some sort of like piercing.
Yeah, well, I don't actually have any second level spells memorized at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Berries this morning. So I'm thinking if I want thinking through plans and possible traps I could set. Well, I'm watching the Cyclops bathe like the creeper that I am.
Right. It's in there. It's given itself a nice good rub down, and once it's satisfied that it's fully cleaned, it puts its arms up on the rocks and sinks low so the water comes about to its neck and just basks in the pool, which must be quite cool and refreshing in this hot and dusty hilly area. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think this is the best opportunity I'm going to get for now. Come on, Goat. Shit hits the fan. Goat, you may be the bait.
Goat looks at you without understanding what you say.
And I do ready the tower shield that's on Goat. It has like I think it's permanently strapped to one side of the Goat.
Okay.
It has like some form of cover. How steep is the hill? Can I just walk down it, or
you can walk down it? Yeah. It's sort of steep. You'll have to sort of pick your way down it, but it's doable.
Yeah. So it's like half move or something?
Yeah.
Is there any cover between the base of the hill and the river? Like, is there shrubs and stuff? Is it flat? Like, so I climb down the hill.
Once you get to the floor of the valley, it is flat, and there is cover, but it is sparse.
But the giant's head is at ground level, so I probably can't see. And there's rocks and stuff, right?
Yeah, you're gonna have a pretty good line. You can try and obscure yourself to the giant, Let me see if he notices you coming down the hill, because it might make that whole discussion moot.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Natural 17 plus... Actually, Cyclops have lower perception, yeah. Oh, no, this guy totally spots you. He's got 14 perception, even with his one eye. It's on the much higher end of Cyclops perception.
Yeah. So what does he do what does he do that lets me know that he spotted me?
Because he's bathing and basking, and he turns, and then turns more, and sits up a little bit, and looks in your direction, and shields his one eye in the center of his forehead.
Yeah, and I'm like going to hide.
Slightly...
I'm like, goat won't get behind the bush that I'm trying to hide him in. And
he pulls himself up out of the water, so his chest is out, and looks at you, and is kind of peering at you coming down the hill.
Yeah, I think I stopped there, like halfway down the hill. I'm like, what, 1,000 feet away from him?
Probably more than that, because the valley is 1,500 feet across, so you're a good distance.
Well, I guess I stop here halfway down the mountain and see what he does, now that he knows that I'm here.
He grabs one of the rocks by the side of the pool in his hand, gets up, steps out of the pool and river, and starts walking across the valley towards you casually.
How far do we think he can throw a rock? Probably pretty far. He's just got the one, right?
He's just got the one.
I'm trying to guess how far I can throw that. Probably a couple hundred yards. No, well, yeah. Knowing D&D, it's probably some crazy. Like you can throw it a couple hundred yards, whereas a human can throw a rock like 10 feet.
10, 20, 30 yards for a human. So if he's 3 times the height of a human, his range is definitely more than 3 times it's not 30, 60, 90 yards. It's probably like 100, 200, 300 yards.
Are there any large rocks on this side of the hill? Any good cover?
Yeah, there's some decent cover.
So I think I pull Goat over to a rock, aim the tower shield at the Cyclops, and see what his plan is. Does he like keep walking towards me?
Yeah, he just keeps walking towards you. He doesn't look like he's about to throw the rock. He's air drying in the breeze, making his way towards you.
You said he's like 18 feet tall?
Yeah.
I'd like to estimate how quickly he's moving. So he's
movement speed 24 looks like his base movement speed, and he's casually walking. So he's probably walking at like 12 to 18, but he could easily. But his base movement would be 24.
Closed like 180 yards, right?
Yeah.
300 feet. So there's still, yeah. It'll take him like 10 minutes to walk over here, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, maybe not quite. Like 5 minutes?
450, like 3.5 minutes.
Okay. I'll let the first minute and a half tick by and see if anything changes as he's like halfway across the valley.
Once he gets about halfway-ish, he sort of stops and looks like he hasn't seen you in a little while because you're behind this rock, and he's sort of scouting it out.
I'm looking at it. So I think I'm like next to this rock, probably peering over the side of Goat, which has this like tower shield strapped to it.
Yep. Well,
so I'm like,
here he comes. He seems to get his stuff together and continue moving towards you.
Yeah, when I guess he's like 500 feet out, maybe a little further, I'm going to start praying.
All right. The prayers begin. What are your prayers?
So I'm going to go ahead and cast Bless first on myself and my goat. And then a Strength of Stone. And so that's 2 minutes after 5. So he's probably getting close. Like this, does he make to throw a stone around this point or what?
Nope, it doesn't look like he's going to throw a stone. It's still in his hand. He's still walking towards you.
And then if he comes within 120 feet. Sorry, 500 feet.
Yeah.
He gets 120 feet away?
Yeah.
Then I unleash a Sun Scorch.
Oh.
He's going to have to make a saving throw versus spell.
Okay, I'm going to roll his HP now.
Well, 100. No, so 40. This is 40 yards. Okay, yeah, so I can charge that.
Oh, that's an ogre, not a Cyclops. I thought that HP was a little low. Go. Where's the... Okay. You cast a Sun Scorch. He makes a saving throw and rolls a 9. And we look up the DM screen. And fails his save. The
Awesome.
sun ray reaches out to him, scorching his face
in his eye
and blinding him.
4 points of damage, and I believe it's D4 rounds of blind.
1d6. Okay,
Oh, 1 round.
all right. It's down 4 points of hit points. Is hit by the blind, and this is all a surprise round. So I think as the sunbeam reaches his face, scorching it, he drops the rock in his hand, covers his one eye, and starts shrieking loudly.
I give a goat a stern smack on the ass, like synchronized with the shriek to probably exacerbate the startle, and give goat a tug, and we both go charging towards the Cyclops.
Oh my god. He's doing it, guys. He's actually doing it.
If the Sun Scorch didn't hit, I would have thought twice. But
All right, let's roll initiative.
yeah. It's D10 plus 9. Is there a bonus to initiative if you're charging?
Yes.
Okay, well, so there might be a bonus. Is it plus 2?
Charging. I think it's plus 2. It's not on my list for some reason. I think I might have removed it. Sure. Oh, plus 2. Natural 10. D6. 19 for him at the, 19 initiative.
All right. Am I able to get goat worked up enough to come charging with me?
Do you have an animal handling proficiency?
I do not, no.
Make me an unproficient animal handling proficiency check.
Is that wisdom based?
Yeah.
28 plus 6. There might be a bonus to that. 13 is not going to do it.
No. Goat has found a section of grass that he really likes. And you're like, come on, Goat, let's charge! And Goat's like... Oh.
All right, well, I'm not going to miss out on this opportunity. So I charge... Actually, maybe this isn't even a charge. I think back attack is probably better for me. Right?
maybe.
Actually, you can't stack that. Does back attack stack with blind? It should, right?
No. You have a +4 to hit him because he's blind, and whether you're on his front, back, or flank, it doesn't matter because you can't see it coming.
Okay, so I will charge then.
All right. You charge down the hill. You get a plus something to hit. +1 to hit. +2 to hit.
+1 for charge, right? Or is it +2?
Charging is +2 to hit.
All right, so I'm at a total of +4.
2 from the charge.
1 from my level, 1 from my bless.
Okay, and then he's got a penalty of 4 to his AC because he's blind.
Correct. Yeah, I'll let you account for that. 8. So we're looking at a AC 12. Probably not. It's got thick skin.
Well, yeah, because we're AC is dodging, not thickness of hide. So you do hit him.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
but his hide is soaking damage.
His hide will count as leather armor for you.
Yeah, gross. All right. So I do have strength of stone. D10 +1. 3 points of damage
This is your halberd.
with the halberd. Yeah.
All right, and his hide will absorb 2 of that, so he'll take 1 point of damage.
Oh, this is not. This
As
is
your
not gonna
halberd,
happen.
like, sort of clangs into him, and you hear him shrieking. You don't speak giant by any chance, do you?
I do not know.
All right. You hear him shrieking in giant.
And for good measure, I circle around him to his backside.
Mhm.
I guess he's already got a -4 to hit or whatever for being blind.
Yeah.
With another
He goes to stomp on the ground where he thinks you are, and it's really not. And his big Cyclops foot just crushes entirely to the ground beside you.
Mhm.
And we'll roll initiative for the next round.
Does he have reach? I don't think so, right? So he's still. I can still keep him at right to the point where he would have to provoke an OA to step close enough to squish me.
How long is a human arm? Not even 3 feet, right? 2.5 feet.
Mhm.
So if he is
18
3
foot
times the height, so his arms are 6-7 feet long. Your halberd's longer than them. I'll give you reach on him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he has to get up to melee range. Okay. So
Right.
initiative.
Yep, initiative. He rolls a 17.
All right. I roll a 19. So I've circled around behind him. And he probably does eventually gather that I'm back there.
Yeah.
And roll around.
He's semi-blinded, right? The vision's coming back. It's all sparkly for
I
him.
think he still gets. I think he's back.
His penalties will be gone.
Mhm.
And he looks about, sees you, and goes to just grab you. Give me an attack of opportunity at +4
Okay.
as he reaches to pick you up.
23. Almost got a chance to try out the new.
Ooh. But you do critical. You do clear by 10.
Okay.
So roll me an extra damage die.
Yeah.
Ooh, there you go.
Damage.
Reduced by 2. Okay.
His grab attack.
Yeah. So I think he comes to reach you, and you bring your halberd up and just sink it into the crux of his arm, maybe right above it in the bicep area. With this big gash, he definitely hits you, grabs you by the legs and waist.
He does get a -4 to hit versus dwarves.
Yeah, natural 19 before adjustments for everything else.
Okay.
I think that's gonna hit you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Pose strength checks to pick me up. Is that how this works?
I think he can just pick you up, right? He's got 22 strength. I think he just picks the dwarf up.
Precedent you want to set?
If he was trying to push you over, I would say oppose strength check, but you are well below his.
That's a danger. So for example, a strong human could pick up a halfling with just a roll to hit. Which, I mean, I'm not saying that's unreasonable.
Yeah,
but...
I'm okay with that. Because, opposed contests of strength will get rolls, but just lifting someone, there's nothing their strength can do to stop you from lifting. Yeah, I'm okay with this rule. It's precedent.
Okay, 22 is pretty strong. But I'm probably close to 200 pounds. Like, I think that would severely encumber him. Maybe not, actually. If you got 22 strength, no, it wouldn't.
Yeah, I think with 22... I'm going to double check it.
Mm-hmm.
His weight allow is 785. Yeah.
Okay. Do I get a second attack of opportunity? Do I get one when he steps within reach and then one when he makes the attack?
No, you only get one attack of opportunity per target per round.
Okay.
Yeah. So he grabs you and picks you up. I think you still have your hand on your halberd as he brings you up towards his face and squints his one mean, nasty eye at you and bares his teeth and growls, letting this smell of rotting meat kind of emanate from his mouth. You see a bit of goat bone stuck in
by
his
the waist or by the legs?
By your hips and legs. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then with his movement that round, he starts stalking back to his cave.
Okay, with my attack that round, I stab him in his big eye.
All right.
With a 20.
Wow, you do. You might actually stab him in his eye.
So I'm going to roll that's double damage, right? 2d10.
Yep, that does clear by 10. His AC is 10.
20 points of damage.
Holy.
And he needs to make a save versus death to resist the additional critical effects from my hellish halberd.
Natural 3. He fails. Give me a D10.
D10. A 9.
That is a maim.
Okay, yeah.
So maim is usually affecting like arms or legs. You're hitting him in the face this time, so I'll allow you to... You can roll for either. Yeah, roll a D10 and we'll have it either be an arm effect or leg effect, but we can make it make sense out of the eye.
Okay, D10?
50-50.
Okay, 1 through 5 is the -5 to hit and half attack rate.
-4 to hit and half attack?
Sorry, -4 to hit and half attack.
Yeah. So you slash him in the eye. He screams in pain, horrible, angry, mean pain, and will drop you from, around face height in panic and terror.
All right, 10-foot-ish fall. There's no save to resist, right? It's just a D6 damage.
It's just D6 falling damage for you. You just tumble probably like the 12 feet to the ground, taking 5 damage on the impact.
Is there any, there's no reduction for armor, I assume, right?
No, bludgeoning damage reduction, I would presume.
Yeah.
That makes sense? Yeah, if you fall to the ground in padded armor, it'll break your fall, and you've got padded armor under your chain. So I think you absorb 2 on the way down. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Bludgeoning, chain, 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 3 points of falling damage.
Yeah.
All right, and I think we're at the next round.
Yes. The Cyclops, who was just gonna put you in his cave and question you later, has decided that he's not going to take this interesting little thing captive. He is going to try and stomp you to death. But he's got a giant fucking hole in his face where his eye used to be. Let's roll initiative. He gets a 9, and 9 is 18.
Same.
All right, the giant will try and stomp you again.
Have I backed off, or is he... Yeah, so I couldn't have backed off 5-foot stab.
Right, you're going at the same time. I think you're getting to your feet and getting your weapon ready as he's coming to...
So he just makes a melee attack?
He makes a melee attack at you with his foot.
Is he monstrous enough that he doesn't provoke OAs with melee attacks? It's like his natural attack.
Yeah, I think if you're going at the same time, you can't reasonably make an attack roll and an opportunity attack at the same moment. You
Okay.
know?
If we weren't, would there be an opportunity attack? It doesn't matter. We'll talk about it another time.
Yeah, we'll talk about it another time. I'm hesitant on that one. Let's see. He rolls. This is modifier to hit.
He gets a -8 due to dwarf plus main.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so that gives him a 13 to hit then total.
I don't have my shield up, so that does still.
That'll find you and clobber you.
He's named for 4 rounds, by the way.
4 rounds. Okay, perfect. So he will like stomp on you for 11 points of damage, which is reduced because it's bludgeoning by 2 for 9.
I can't take any more of those. All right, so that's 6. Brings me to 6.
I think it's less of a straight down stomp this time and more of like maybe a kick. Otherwise, I think a stomp would just, that makes more sense narratively. So it's more of like a kick to the side, and you get your attack roll off around the same time as his foot's coming at you.
13.
13 will do it.
Oh god, 2 points, which was reduced to 0. And then I just back up half my movement back towards Goat.
All right, it's a tumbling roll as you go to the side. Your axe hits him, but is sort of ineffective. You get back toward, and you start running towards Goat. Yeah, as we roll.
I do a fighting withdrawal or whatever.
Sure. I mean, he can't see you, so he doesn't get any opportunity attacks, but whatever.
He doesn't have a weapon, so he doesn't get any opportunity attacks. Frickin' monsters, is he?
Frickin' monsters. Roll me initiative.
Another 18.
He is going to go first. He's going to make a perception check at penalty. Nope, he can't find you anywhere. So he screams in angry rage and starts stomping back towards his cave, which he sort of knows where it is, leaving you in the dust.
Oh, he doesn't even get an attack this round.
No, and he's leaving anyway. He's taken off.
So actually, okay, I guess I shouldn't have run, but I guess I already did.
Your turn.
Well, he's how far away is he from me?
He has taken his full movement away from you this round, so he is 240 yards from you.
Damn it! I should have stayed next to him for another round, but oh well. I guess I retreat.
All right, you make your way back up the hill and find Goat.
I munch on good berries as I withdraw. How badly wounded did he look?
Oh, fairly wounded. Let's 50 out of 75. It's about a third down.
Yeah. All right. Well, I head back to Goat. Eating my good berries, so I'm going to regain 6 HP.
All right. You get back to Goat. Goat has finished eating that piece of grass that it was working on and meets you partway down the hill.
Hope that grass was worth it, Goat. You missed the action.
Roll 20 to launch. It's frozen and won't connect.
Same thing happened to me.
Oh, good. Okay, cool. I was worried that it was something on my side. That
I've got your connection has been interrupted notice on roll 20.
Okay, cool. I was worried it had to do with my weird internet hiccup if something wasn't registering, but it seems like it's probably a roll 20 issue.
All right. So I climb back up the hill.
Oh yeah, 3 out of their 4 shards are having issues right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually 4 out of their 4 shards are having issues and 3 of them are down.
What is a shard?
I guess there's 5. It's the servers.
Yeah.
Oh. Should be soon. Okay, well, you know what? We're at a break point. Why don't we go to our break, and when we come back, we'll see how Zweihaard fares against the blind Cyclops. See you guys on the other side of a break. Bye-bye.